I just want to say that, yes, we're here for everyone we've lost, but we're also here for the survivors, for the people that went down that road and didn't reach the final destination. We're here for all of you and everyone at home. You have a community behind you. Real quick, I want to ask a quick question. If you have personally known somebody who we've lost to suicide or overdose, could you put your hand up? That's just about everyone. And that's why this was started. And about 2 months ago, this was started by a Facebook status. And all it said was that Fort Zumwalt needs to investigate the amount of suicides in its district. And from there, 3,500 people joined the cause, because this is an issue that we all care about and that we all can come together on. And the person who made that status was Justin Schneider, and he's going to be our final speaker. I keep saying I'm done. I'm going to come back up. When we first started this and everyone was sharing these incredible stories in our Facebook group, almost every day I kept thinking, today I'm going to write out what I experienced. And it's not something I've ever been able to talk about publicly or even privately. But you all have been so great. I'm going to do my best. High school was never really a problem for me, and it's, I was never really bullied. I had a pretty high GPA. I played a million sports. I did a bunch of activities. But when I went to college, it was kind of the same thing, that I was succeeding. I was doing pretty well, but I couldn't rationalize why I was miserable. And I had a bunch of friends. I had a family that loved me. I knew I was loved, but I just couldn't feel it. And I was trying to get help. I was seeing a counselor, but it just wasn't enough. And one day I found myself putting myself in a situation that I should not have been in. And I drove home at about 90 miles an hour and checked myself into a hospital. And it was the hardest thing I've ever done, and it's the best thing that I've ever done. And the problem was that I couldn't rationalize how somebody with a life as great as mine hated it so much and wanted to check out of it so badly. And eventually, after a lot of hard work, things really did turn around, and that's what I'm trying to say in a really inelegant form, is that sometimes it's a really, really, really hard thing to get help, even when you know everything about what you're facing. I knew what depression was, but the problem was I could help other people with it, but I could not deal with it myself, because I didn't want to acknowledge that there was a problem when nothing was causing it. It was my brain. It was chemicals. And theoretically I knew that, but I needed something to point to, some sort of issue. And I didn't want to get help because I didn't think I needed it. But I did. And when I finally got it, I finally took that step and worked really, really, really hard. Life got so much better. And so that's just what I want to say, that if you are struggling, you are not alone, no matter how alone you feel. And you can help other people as much as you want, but you have to help yourself. And taking that step is the best thing you will ever do. And it really does make a difference. It made a difference to everybody in my life. It made a difference to me, most importantly. And I'm still here because of it, because of one decision. And so all of you, anybody who needs it, one decision is all it takes. and it's going to be the best decision you ever make.